today we are going to make sourdough bread. I've been making sourdough bread for the last couple weeks and I've been using various types of flour. We even ground some fresh wheat to make wheat flour as well. Tonight I thought, I want to know the difference between baking my bread with King Arthur flour and then the Costco flour that you see. They both say that they have 4 grams of protein per quarter cup, so I wanted to see what the difference is because everyone always raves about King Arthur flour. So what I prepared tonight is my starter. I've got 2 bowls, and we are going to do the exact same recipe. I have my food scale out so that I can make sure that the gram count is the same and everything will be the same. And then we're going to let it rise overnight for around 12 hours or so. I'm going to let it do its rising thing. And then we are going to see how they compare. So first thing that we are going to do, I've got 1 bowl for each, the King Arthur and 1 bowl for the Costco brand flour. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get my bowl on my kitchen scale. And usually I put in about 2/3 cup starter per recipe for 2 loaves. So this is about 2/3 cup. And that is 137 grams. So now I'm going to take my other bowl, set it back to 0, and pull some starter. So we get to about 137 grams also. That's 108. It always amazes me how little it is and how fast it goes up with this scale. All right, that is 131, so just a wee bit more and we will be there. Okay. And we have 143, taking a pinch off, 141, take another pinch out. Oh yes. 137. Okay, so now that we have the starter in there, the next thing that I'm going to do is put 3 cups of water in each bowl. And I'm even going to test the grams on this. 1, I always count out loud when I do this. 2, 3. 640 grams. And on this one, I love comparing things. I think it's so fun. Okay. And this is just warm water. 1, 2, 3. That one's a little light. I gotta put some more in there. There we go. Just under 6. 624, 635, 640. Okay, next we are going to do some honey. So I have got a 1/4 cup of honey in here. I reset my scale so I can measure this again. So this one I had measured to be about a 1/4 cup. And the next one I will just pour straight from the honey jar into the bowl. So now we have approximately, this is 78, I'm going to just a teeny bit more in there. 79. Okay, so that's 79 grams of honey. This is the fun part. And this is just regular organic raw honey that I got from Costco. And we are putting in just about a 1/4 cup. And this just helps to cut some of the sour in the sourdough bread. So we're at 65, 74, there we go, 79. Okay, so I've got that's all for my wet ingredients. So what I'm going to do now is take my spatula and just mix these up real quick. Okay, I've got all the wet ingredients mixed up. So now we're going to take 6 cups of King Arthur flour, and we're going to take 6 cups of the Costco flour. The King Arthur flour we're going to put in the white bowl, and the Costco we're going to put in the silver bowl. So I'm going to measure those out in grams into this bowl first. 1, 2, give or take a little bit. But the important thing is what I'm going to do now. This is 888 grams. I'm going to dump this into my white bowl for my King Arthur bowl, and then I'm going to take 888 grams of my Costco flour. The same thing. Okay, so now we are going to do 6 cups of the Costco flour. Okay, and I've been actually using Costco flour for years, but during this Corona virus, they were getting sold out of stuff, and so I was looking for alternate places to even get flour. So I ended up with some of the Walmart bread flour that's the First Street brand, and I just got this King Arthur just to try it. So since I have everything now, I figure I can do a nice big experiment. All right, we're looking for 888. I stopped counting because I was going to be doing 888, so that we have the same amount. Here we go, 840, 869, and 880, a little bit more, 890, so we just take a pinch. That's how we go. Just little bits. You don't ever have to be this stupid precise. I never am, but just for the sake of our experiment, I just want to be as close as possible. Okay. So flour on my nose. Last thing that we have here is 2 teaspoons of salt that I already weighed and measured in these little cups. So now what we're going to do, I like to stir that into the flour a little bit before I start mixing it in with everything else. And I'm going to put all of my stuff that I used in one bowl, so it's easy cleanup. I can just throw it in the sink and go, and then I'm good. So what I'm going to do is mix up this salt into this flour a little bit before I mix it all together. And this is going to mix up to be a very wet, shaggy dough. So we're going to do that. I'm going to wash my spatula off in between, and then I will do the other bowl, and then I will set this out on the counter, and we will leave it overnight, so it's got the 12 to 14 hours to kind of do its thing. And then around lunch tomorrow, I can start molding it into the bread loaves that I'm going to want, and let it rise again for a few hours. Okay, just mixed them up. I want to show you. This is the King Arthur bowl. And this is our Costco flour bowl. This one is a little bit more wet than our King flour. The King flour felt nice when I was moving it around. Even though it's sticky, it felt nice. So I could feel the difference. It felt like the dough was a little bit more pliable, mud, and we will see. Like I said, it felt like I was adding in more Costco flour, but the gram count was the same. So we're gonna leave it out on the counter, see what happens tomorrow.